fuck it. We're rolling. So we're going to BS. We have nothing, no agenda, no props, preempt you, whatever.
Props?
We don't have any. We might have props.
Top, we have props.
We don't have anything planned. It's just a lot of meaningless banter. So please, if you've got something, get on. Rebel Girl, if you want to talk about how I don't come over, that's fine. But yeah, whatever. Open the door, right? So anything and everything, let's get on here. Let's have some fun. But anyway, so not really sure what's happening with YouTube. Maybe some of you guys can help us out. I don't know, man. It's weird. It's just not. I don't feel like it's doing what it's supposed to do. It's a great platform, but for some reason, we're missing the boat somewhere. I don't know what it is. But you know what? I'm going to veer off of toys for a minute.
Get a hold of YouTube to give us the information.
Yeah, well, I mean, if I could, I would. But I'm going to veer off of toys for a minute. So I kind of want to talk about, Weezy, you and I watch a lot of horror, and I kind of want to talk about the
Gustavo commented bastard. I'm sorry.
Oh, is Gus in there? I don't see him. Gustavo, it's for breakfast now. Gustavo. Old people have trouble with that. Man, no starting no shit won't be no shit. So have you seen?
If we have trouble because we're old, Gustavo's younger than us. What's the answer?
I mean, Gustavo, you're younger, but you look like you're 65, man. It's that pimp cane you keep going around with. I can't tell if you're charging for shit.
Oh shit! Oh, so
you're saying bad when it's needed. I'm gonna feel real bad when it's needed for something. So anyway, so look, I wanna dial back and talk about movies real quick. Have you guys seen The Substance?
No.
Oh, so it's got to me more in it, and I'm gonna tell you, man, they're not gonna make figures. I'll tell you that.
It was really good.
What was it?
I heard it was really good.
It's so fucking trippy. I really, really enjoyed it for multiple reasons, but I really, really enjoyed the movie. If you haven't seen it, I encourage you to go check it out. I don't want to give anything away because there's too much that could tell you like the whole like premise and idea of the movie. But I will tell you, it is done very, very well. And I give her hats off, man, because she is butt naked in a vast majority of the movie. And she has zero qualms about it, man. God bless her. She still looks great at 60-something years old. So hats off to that lady, man. She got that shit going. And then I watched Ex Machina. I've been hooked on AI shit. Have you seen Ex Machina?
No.
So Ex Machina, kind of the same thing. And I think it was an anime. Huh?
Isn't that old?
No, this is a movie. This is a newer movie. It's like within the last 4 years.
Oh, so I know I have a buddy who has like that in his like screen name or whatever. Like he's talked about that. It must be something.
I think that was an anime at some point. I'm not 100%, but and it sounds familiar. But the movie itself was awesome. Okay. I really enjoyed it. The context, the story, it had a little twist at the end that got me. So I was very hooked on it. I enjoyed it. It was a really great movie. And then there's another movie I haven't watched yet. Well, I watched Subservience because, I mean, come on, Megan Fox. But I have not watched you should watch Subservience if you haven't. I have not watched The Companion, which is supposed to be a little bit of a horror, a little bit of a comedy, a little bit of a like crazy shit.
Okay.
I haven't seen it, but if anybody else has in the comments, please speak up.
Yeah, no. Bro, I just finally watched a couple of nights ago Terrifier 3.
Oh, that was good. It was entertaining.
It was good. It was definitely what they said is the most gruesome one yet. Absolutely.
Gustavo, you mean hold on a minute, Chris. I don't mean to cut you off, man.
Yeah.
Gustavo, you talking about Ex Machina?
If that was a game, that makes sense. Because my buddy who used the name of something like that is a big time gamer, so that would make sense.
That would make sense, 100%. I'm sure he'll respond. But go ahead, Chris. You were saying?
No. Then I also watched the movie Smile 2.
I didn't see that one, but I did watch not a preview, but one of the snippets from it.
Yeah.
And there's one where the girl's like in a room, and she has to get out the door, and they start pulling her apart, essentially.
Yeah, bro. Have you seen Smile 1?
I want to say I started it and we had to shut it off.
Oh. Yeah, it's weird, bro. Like I saw Smile 1, I enjoyed it for what it was. And then Smile 2 wasn't the same thing, but this is like it's the same thing, but the way the movie went, like it was different. It wasn't bad. It was definitely interesting. It's a hell of a twisted story of shit that goes down, but I don't know. That was a weird one. Definitely a weird one. Should probably watch the first one though.
Yeah, are we missing something? Somebody's trying to chat in.
Yeah, it's Gustavo.
No, I think Gus's mom is trying to chat in. I haven't seen anything from her. I saw the chat in my email though. It just populated and told me somebody emailed, but something goofy with YouTube, man.
Bro, I don't know if it's something like we don't give it enough time to process, and we back out of it, and I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I just hope we get it figured out because we had some good footage the other night, and it's saved on Riverside. So worst case, we can upload it, and just have it as a video. But it was good content, I thought.
But there's got to be a way, and you can check also because it's obviously you're the one who shared it through everything. You guys try and see if you could just download it straight from Facebook and we just upload it that way.
So, yeah, that's probably a good call.
How you doing, man?
She's still in Cuba. Said, "Oh, Gus, tell Mama we said we miss her and she's a great lady."
But
tell her to bring back something good, like a sandwich.
Bro, a good Cuban sandwich. Whew.
I'm saying, dude. I tell you what, dude. The other half of my family, I got Sicilia on one side and Puerto Rico on the other. And I'll tell you what, dude. I'll eat some empanadas until I throw up. So hook me up with some of that crap. Seth, welcome aboard. Gustavo, as always, welcome. A pleasure, man, brother.
So off topic, but it's still topic because it's movies. Did you see the trailer for the new Stitch movie?
I did, man. It looks great.
It looks amazing, bro.
Dude, I'll tell you what, that was one of those movies that maybe not everybody watched as a kid because you were like, it's Stitch. I don't know the character. I don't know any of the characters. So it wasn't anything like supported anything, right? Like you already knew. Right. But when you finally watched it, you're like, holy shit, this is hilarious.
Oh, I love that movie.
Oh my God. I love the part where they're like, so-and-so is absent. And the person goes, yeah, like Myrtle's dad. I was like, oh my God, that's so gangster.
Bro. And then the way it looked, the trailer looks like it's doing a really good job, like a one-to-one type of reenactment, but it looks damn good. I'm excited to watch that, man.
I think it's somebody cool. And Gus, we love talking to her, man. She's a sweet lady. Good stuff all day. Glad she's enjoying herself down there. Yeah, man. So Stitch. There's the Last Ronin movie. I'm so excited it comes out this year.
Bro,
I really can't wait.
Is it?
It's supposed to be 2025.
I don't even know if it started filming yet.
But if it's all on the computer, I mean, how long is it really going to take?
Well, I saw something that they wanted to have Judith
Hogue, yeah. Which they could do. They could do like a green screen, superimpose her in. If everything else is I keep saying CG. We're so far past that, right? If everything else is that new technology and Judith Hogue is just April, but an older looking April, which she still looks amazing. So don't tell me she's going to be Grandma April because I tag Grandma all day. She looking good. So I'm going to assume that they're going to doctor her up a little bit to look like an older April. And if they do, God, that movie's going to be off the fucking map, dude. I don't even know how to describe it.
Yeah, like I said, I just don't even know. Like, I didn't fully look in to see when or anything, but I don't even know if it's because like I saw that and I'm like, is it even filming it? If they're still trying to get people to play characters, like,
yeah, I mean, voiceovers would not be a big deal. I would say
it's a
that
fully animated movie, but if it's not,
well, all right. So it's not like the Michael Bays, right, where they had to have personalities per se. As bad as that sounds, the Ronin movie. If I had to guess, I'm going to guess there's not going to be a lot of like all the brothers dying and then Mikey takes over. I'm sorry if I ruined it for you. You should fucking know by now. But if all the brothers die and it gets to Mikey, that's 4 or 5 movies. What I could see them doing is they make one movie and it's Mikey, maybe it's going to be one of 2 ways. Either Mikey gearing up to that, right? So Mikey and everybody gearing up to like, we have to make an assault on Shredder and like, you know, the compound or whatever it is, or the foot in the compound. Or it's going to be, or they're going to skip all the way ahead and say, you already know the story. This is the last Ronin. And he's avenging
flashbacks of the
correct. Happening. Right. And so they won't need everybody to play individual characters. It'll just be whoever does the voice of Mikey. And I'll tell you right now, I could see Chris Pratt holding that down fairly well.
I can go with that. Yeah.
I mean, I like Chris Pratt. He's a goofy guy, but I think his voice, he could bring it into where it needs to be for Mikey.
Then, you know, I want to see Ben Stein be Donatello.
I could see that too.
No, you can't.
No, I can't.
Ben Stein?
I tried to back you up and I could not back it, but
no, you can't.
I could see R.L. Stein playing Leonardo. I'm just kidding. I could see Ben Stiller playing Leonardo.
Oh, Jesus.
All this shit. Alex, what the hell are you talking about Monopoly?
The fuck? Monopoly? I play spades.
This guy, I swear to God. Gus, what do you got? Wouldn't it be better to have flashbacks? Hold on, let me just do this. So it's very likely what could happen, man. We don't know. We're speculating, right? So the movie could go 100 different ways. Ultimately, it would be 2 hours. Let's call it a 2-hour movie. If it's a 2-hour movie, you got 45 minutes of Mikey and the buildup, like between flashbacks, training, you call it, they could build that up. And then the last hour and change is the fight. Maybe, I don't know. Not the fight of the brothers, but the fight he puts on with everybody against the foot, and then everybody's done, and then he's dead or he's dying. And then the last thing you see in the last part would be like that short film that was on YouTube where he kind of like he wakes up, but he's not waking up, he's dead. And he's in the afterlife and his brothers are present. And I think they could do that without a problem.
But my question is, where's there going to be an emotional moment watching them die?
I think the whole fucking thing is emotional. I got emotional during this short.
Well, no, I mean, watching them die, is it going to be emotional like when you watched Egon die?
So,
or is that because it was a real person that it hits a little harder?
There's a difference between Egon. Egon didn't die. He was dead.
No, you watch him die in the very beginning.
I don't really think that's the same.
You watched a man die.
I know, but I don't. I guess. All right. So, how do I put this? It wasn't a suffering. So Egon passed. He's in the movie, and then later in the movie he comes back, and he's an entity, right, with the girl.
Yeah.
I was more upset when he came back. I'm not gonna lie. I put it out there. Toy Story 3 all fucking day, man. I bawled. I'm watching. He was already, because he's dead in real life too. So I'm watching fucking. Oh my god! I almost said Ray Liotta. Oh my god! I'm watching fucking. Holy shit! What is his name?
Egon.
Don't tell me, please. Oh my god! It starts with, what is it? It starts with an E.
Harold Ramis.
Harold Ramis. Sorry. So Harold Ramis, when he's just give me a little bit, okay. So we get to the end of the movie.
You thought it was Ernie Hudson.
Will you shut up for a minute? So
Jesus Christ.
What's her name is Ernie Hudson. So the daughter or the granddaughter is like fighting, and he comes up and he's fighting, and then all of the other Ghostbusters see him. I fucking bawled. I was crying, man, in the movie during that part because I'm like, fuck, man, it's fucking Egon, like Harold Ramis. You're crying because it's like You grew up with that. So if you grew up with that, that was very hard for you to see.
That was the send-off.
Yes. After that, I don't give a shit. Then it's just
but that was
he's
the
fucking dead. Can we stop this?
No, but in the very beginning of the movie, you see him get killed.
You mean the beginning of the movie?
In the very beginning of the movie, you see him get killed.
I must not remember that part. It didn't affect me enough.
The terror dog fucking came into his house and fucking killed him.
Oh, that's not the same. They did the same thing to Sigourney Weaver. She turned into a fucking dog.
It killed him. It didn't turn him into a dog. It fucking killed him. Completely different.
Not the same. When he was in the end and he was a ghost.
No, the end was emotional as hell.
Yeah, that was extremely upsetting. And then,
but watching him die in the beginning, I was like, "Whoa, this is." I was not prepared.
So the fact that it didn't bother me, I was probably like, "All right, it happened."
So I'm sitting there, I'm like, going into the movie, I'm like, they have to deal with it, right? Because the actor's dead, so they have to deal with it somehow. Not knowing how they were going to deal with it, and then that's how they did it. I was like, "Holy shit!" Like fucking ripping a Band-Aid off. Yep, he's dead. Thanks,
so what I'm hearing is they herald his Ramis.
Sure. I'm just curious if watching the turtles die is going to have that same emotional impact for people.
I'm going to lose my fucking mind.
Are you? But think about it. Ghostbusters, you didn't know what was going to happen, right?
Okay.
You just knew they were going to eventually deal with that aspect and have to come up, but you didn't know how it was going to come about. Turtles, you know they're going to die, and you know how they die. You're just going to now watch it versus read it. You know what I mean? And see a picture of it. So you've already like gone through that shock. Now, if there was no comic book for Last Rodent, and this is what came out, and it was your first time seeing it, and you watch those turtles die, you'd be like, "Holy shit!" I think it'd be a much bigger mindfuck moment.
I also think it's the emotion of the film in front of you. So when you watch Ghostbusters, that's happening in front of you. And as a kid, I watched the 2 Ghostbusters movies, right? The way they came on film, on main screen. And it wasn't that dramatic.
Well, no, it's
these movies. Right. Well, these later movies have come out. They've been much more dramatic because it takes a lot more nowadays to keep people captivated, to keep an audience intrigued with what's going on. So it has to be dark. It has to be gritty. It has to have some kind of power, or better be funny as shit. It's got to be one of the two to keep somebody engaged, because we have so much nowadays that makes us engaged. So when I watched the newer Ghostbuster and I saw at the end Harold Ramis with Zuul with everything, it all of a sudden sparks nostalgia. You automatically think of the 4 of them on the rooftop fighting Zuul, and then Ray's a dumbass, and then if Marshmallow Man shows up, and so immediately you get that nostalgia. So yeah, man, those emotions overflowed through me. The same thing happened in Toy Story 3. You're watching Toy Story 3 with your kids. You remember Toy Story 1 and 2 as an adult. All right, calm down. You're watching Toy Story 1 and 2.
Toy Story 3 was bad.
Hey, man, I'm just saying. Watching Toy Story 1 and 2, and then you get to 3, and they're in the trash dump, and they're going to die. And they're all holding each other, and you get caught up, and you're like...
The worst part was because you see when they all accept their own death. You're like, oh,
yes! Yes, they're all like, we're going to die. And then you're like, they're going to die. You lose your shit. And then the same thing happened. Like, my kids are crying, I'm crying. I'm like, I'm not crying, you're crying. And then
they survive, and you're like, oh, this is going to get better. And then he gives them a fuck away.
Right. And then you're like, okay, it's fine. And then the next one, you're like he gives them away. And I'm like, what's the matter with you? You're 20 years old. In 20 years, you're going to want them back. Keep them.
Like those toys just went through a dump and almost died to get back to you. You just give them away.
It's fucking crazy.
That'd be like in Homeward Bound, the dogs and cat coming back, and they're like, oh, we're going to the pound.
So it's like Big Hero 6. I watched Big Hero 6 with my son, and he's watched it 1,000 times, and I bought the toys and everything, whatever. And we're sitting there watching it, and I forget all about it, and I'm just like, I lost my shit. Like, I'm watching it, and people are dying, and he's like, tell me you're satisfied with your care. I'm like, don't tell him, man, he's gonna die. Like, so of course, the kid's like, I'm satisfied with your care. And he's like, no. He fucking dies. Maria, we love you, honey. I hope you're having a great time down there.
Oh, here, in case I don't want to make Gustavo feel like he was missed. Do you remember at the end of the Simpsons movie when everybody thought Ralph was dead?
Ralph Wiggum? No, I don't remember that at all.
Right? I don't remember that in the Simpsons movie.
I'm dead.
He's a danger. But I remember Ralph dying in Simpsons. I don't remember that.
I'm in danger.
Hi, Super Nintendo Chalmers. I fell asleep twice. Wait, I fell asleep and had to go see it twice. I don't know what the is.
V? What are you talking about, V?
I don't know. It says here the. Oh, God damn it, Steve.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I'm like, what are you talking about? Yeah, the is Steve.
Steve, what'd you have to go see twice, man? Are you on? It's 9 o'clock. Are you at work?
I feel like it's probably Toy Story. Maybe it was Ghostbusters. We talked about a few different things.
It's gotta be Ghostbusters, if I had to guess.
That's fucked up, bro. That shit hit hard.
Hey, actually, gals, while you're on, we have a very serious question. So, do you feel like the 9 o'clock Tuesday time slot is a pain in the ass? Just say yes or no. If we should change it. Are you guys doing other things? Are there other things you want to join? We just want to know if we're missing the beat somewhere, and we should be changing it up to like Monday, Wednesday, something like that.
Well, the reason behind the question is that we obviously want to get more interaction, right? Yep. You guys are here, and we appreciate it, but we also want to grow this to be bigger. And I'm noticing that some of the podcasts or video casts that I also watch do lives, and one of the big ones does a live on Tuesday nights. So I'm wondering if there's a possibility we can move it and maybe get more attention to ourselves because we're not being overshadowed by the longer running shows, bigger shows.
Gus, are you saying no, you're good with where we're at?
Maybe he's talking about how Ralph died in Simpsons. Gustavo was on Simpsons tonight. So I don't remember that.
Gus, give me. Oh, I'm no one, but I'm always here. I'm always off Tuesday night, so I'm down for Tuesday. Nah, Steve, you're something, man. We appreciate you, dude. Look, you're a fan and you're a customer, and we appreciate you. And you guys always end up becoming friends, man. So appreciate you just the same. So thank you for being on and letting us know that Tuesday works for you. Maria. Girl, bring me back a sandwich. Enjoy your time, honey. Be safe.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just curious because we want to grow this to be, to be a bigger show, and we're trying everything we can. We just don't know how to overcome the hurdles that we're facing at the moment.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja hurdles.
All right, and since Gustavo's not like defending himself, he was talking about how Raph died in the first movie. That's what he's talking about. But he put Ralph, so I made it seem like Simpsons because he called him Ralph.
I remember my first time with the Turtles. Everybody get on CollectorCon, Walmart CollectorCon. If you're a Turtle collector, some of you may not be, but if you're a Turtle collector, CollectorCon came up today, so you could have gotten the A-Stuck from the Stump series. You could have gotten what is it? It's not Shredder. What is it?
The T-Rex.
Yeah, what's he called though?
I don't remember his name.
There was a T-Rex guy, looks like Shredder from the Shogun series, but he came up available. And then, of course, there was a 4-pack of some retro repops, reissues, whatever you want to call them, which was like Mikey as a scuba diver, Leo as infantry, Raph as like Green Beret.
The military set, yeah.
Yeah, Donnie is something. I have the original, but yeah, that's whatever.
Well, tell us you don't care about our armed forces without telling us, Jesus.
Ooh. Really?
No, so I decided on those. I was skipping the NECA Turtles figures.
The Stump and all that?
Yeah.
Ooh.
And not
I gotta tell you, I thought about man. Between you and I thought about stopping all the Archies.
No, I don't want to pay the damn shipping.
They're costing me $58 a piece shipped.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to pay that. I want to pay 50 plus 7% tax.
I don't know what's wrong with me anymore, but
Because I figured they're going to be easy to find in the store. You know what I mean? Like,
I think they're gonna be shelf warmers.
I can see that. But if anything, at least they'll be easy to find. So I'm
Yeah.
not worried about it. The only thing I'm going to try for tomorrow now is that Invisible John Cena. Why you look at it like that?
So you can't see him. So when he pulls up to a stoplight, I can't see him.
Well, my plan is genius. This is genius. My plan is that I'm going to get the figure, and it's clear plastic, right?
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to put them right up there with all my invisible predators. So he'll just be with the predators invisible.
Christ, dude. Invisible John Cena, John Cena, Invisible John Cena, and Jean Predator.
There's like 5 invisible predators up there. I feel like he'd fit in perfectly right between them all.
Yay, Maria! I got a sandwich.
I would say
Enjoy
bring
your
me a
trip, honey.
sandwich too, but by the time I see her, it'll probably be bad.
Oh, I don't care. I'll still eat it. So anyway, yeah. So yeah, man. So back to the movies, man. But if you haven't seen Subservience, is great. Megan Fox, God bless her. She is absolutely sexy in that movie. God bless her. She does a great job too.
Yeah, but she's like Machine Gun Kelly, like, kind of ruins it.
How do you shut this off? How do you, like,
I mean, it does. Like, Machine Gun Kelly.
No, man, she does great in the movie. And then you've got the movie I was talking about, which was the
Demi Moore one?
Which one?
Demi Moore?
Yeah, the one to be more flipping The Substance. That was fantastic. And then I haven't seen the flipping Companion. Ex Machina was super dope. Who is James 10? Why does that look like one of my cousin?
I don't know what he's saying. What's
My
up, bro?
cousin's son. I guess technically my nephew. James. My homie. What up, bro? That's very likely it's him.
Okay, no, I was like, I didn't understand this first, but the sandwich.
You do know if John gets to it first, he will eat it. That son of a bitch better stay away from my sandwich. Your mom said it's mine. I'll be right back. Keep squawking.
What the hell?
Come on, Chris. Keep it up.
It's James Hondros. Do you know who that is?
Yeah, I know exactly who it is.
Oh, okay, great. What's up, James? Oh, man.
Cousin's son.
Hold on. Tony fishes? I feel like Tony doesn't fish for some reason. I mean, at least not for fish. I don't know. Oh, man. So this is always fun, just going one person while Tony gets drinks. Great. Oh, Steve's laughing at us. This is great times. Talking to myself. Oh, man. Oh, look, you're back.
James, does your mom know you're watching me, dude?
Tony, you fish?
We have gone fishing.
Well, he wants to know when you're going fishing again.
Yeah, I used to fish all the time, actually. I'm going to take him to Skyway. Next time he comes down, if his mom's cool. Hopefully Dino comes, his dad, and we can head on down to the Skyway and stay overnight and get plastered and fish all night. It's such a great time. It is, for real.
I didn't know you fished. We should go fishing sometime.
Yeah, dude, it's great. It's great.
Like, you just go off the piers or off the bridges, or do you actually
If you go to the Skyway, so for those of you who live in Florida and you fish, if you go down to the Skyway, the old Skyway Bridge, so it used to be like more than 50 years ago now, the original Skyway Bridge collapsed. And when it collapsed into the ocean, they left all the cars and didn't pull anything out.
Yeah,
People,
so
whatever they could find.
they left the artificial reef.
Right. So you can actually fish on each side of that pier now. So you have the north side and the south side. And we used to go down there when I was in my 20s. I'm telling you, we go down, it'd be 40 degrees. We go down there park your vehicle, you fish all night, like overnight. You get there about like 8, 9 o'clock at night, and you fish till about 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. And you probably pass out around 6 o'clock. We used to like fall asleep for like about an hour and a half. And then you get up and you keep fishing because it's the cool of the morning, and that's where all the big fish were hitting. So either late at night, you hit the real big fish, or really, really early in the morning. There was nothing between those hours of like 2 and like 5.
Yeah, it's hot as shit outside. The fish are like in the shade. Yeah.
Yeah. So you catch all like these. We used to catch penfish, and we used to attach a water bottle with a glow stick in it, and we would throw that out, and you'd let that run for fucking ever, and that's how you catch shark, because they would knock the light up bottles and stuff. But
interesting.
James, brother, you're talking about deep sea fishing. I bet Tony. Oh, look at this stuff. I bet Tony have a turtle fishing pole. Man, I wish.
Bro, deep sea
and
fishing.
yes, Steve, yes, it is, man. It's great for fishing. Are we going to have a podcast fishing group?
Come on. Snook and tarpon aren't deep sea.
No, I've never fished for snook and tarpon.
He
just wants to fish for it.
I don't know. So you said you're talking about deep sea fishing. Like, that's not deep sea.
No. Who else? Who put deep sea up here? I thought somebody put deep sea fishing. My bad.
Oh. So snook and tarpon. My buddy in Miami, his mother had a place, and we'd go on the back, off the back patio of the property. We could fucking catch snook and tarpon and shit.
So one of the easiest things to do is, especially at the pier, because the fish are used to that being a feeding area. So even the sharks come there. So what you would do is the easiest way to catch sharks is we would go ahead and drop. I love how it's turned into fishing and not toys. So what we would do is we take a chum bag and we drop a frozen chum bag right down like where you're at the pier. Right. And then you would also drop a lantern right above the water. Okay. And so what would happen is you get the bait fish swimming up because you're eating a little bit of chum. Well, what would happen is you get the big ass fish. You could actually drop a pole straight down and catch some big ass fish because they're hunting the little fish. And if not, worst case scenario, you would catch panfish. We would slice them up, or even the ladyfish. We'd slice them up and let them bleed, and then we'd hook them through the nose and throw them out on the water bottles, and we would catch shark.
This is weird, right? Our conversation has nothing to do with our normal topic. It's about fishing. And I think we've got the most viewers we've had at one time. So
now it's Showhead Toys and fish.
Oh, man.
James, I love you, buddy. And when your mom's ready to come down, hopefully daddy comes down too. Love to see Dino. We'll do some stuff, brother, whatever you want to do. Do you remember the shark? Gustavo.
Oh.
Gustavo, I think you're talking about street sharks.
That would be my idea of the 90s shark cartoon. Oh, no, but there was also the... what was that other show?
Maria.
There was another shark named show in the early 90s. Tiger Sharks? Sounds right.
Tiger Sharks was a show?
I feel like it was something like that was a show.
All right, hold on. I got to look, and if it is, I'm going to share it. Let's see. Tiger Sharks?
I feel like that was a show.
Oh, you're right.
Woo, baby.
Tiger Sharks. That's not right.
Oh. Not two girls, one cup.
Tiger Sharks. Let's see. Oh, Tiger Sharks cartoon intro. You're right, dude. That is so crazy. You know what? It was a ripoff of Silverhawks.
Yeah, I can see that. Doesn't surprise me.
All right, hold on. I'm going to share it. We're not going to get copywritten because, I'm awesome.
We'll probably get deleted anyways.
Right, exactly. Let's see. Can you guys see it?
Yeah. Yep, Tiger Sharks.
Yeah, Gustavo, is this what you're talking about, dude? I kind of remember it now. That's the weird part. Why are they friends with a dolphin? Wouldn't a shark be scared of a dolphin?
I mean, sharks also eat octopus, but why not?
I mean, the octopus chick had an ass on her.
And, 8 things hanging from her face.
I like where this is going.
Back down to 2 viewers now.
James, love you, buddy. You take care. Tell mom and dad I said hi. I love you guys. That's rad, man. So I totally forgot about the show. Gustavo, man, good call. What do you mean, nope? What?
What are we saying?
Gustavo said nope.
That's not what he was talking about. So he must be talking about Street Sharks then. Well, you see that Steve says he's down for a charter fishing one day.
That'd be awesome, dude. It'd be awesome to get everybody together, go fishing. Just say, hey, meet here.
Just have all those party boats and go out.
Yeah, that's what we're paying for. That's the kind of money we have.
the charter party boats, bro. It's like what, like $60 a person?
I don't know. 4 million? I don't fucking know.
Jesus, you're balling. Forgot.
I think it was Street Sharks. Gustavo would have been really cool if it was the other one, not so much Street Sharks.
Well, I mean, hey, he brought it up to my mind, and I remembered it, so it kind of still worked. Oh man,
God, we got more views tonight than we did Tuesday.
Right? It's because Johnny's not here.
Oh, there it is. Doot.
Bro, these things, boxes, amazing from
AliExpress. I don't have it, dude. I thought I did. So I'm missing that. I'm missing the Leo death. I'm missing all the deaths, actually.
No, there's been no Leo death. There's only been Raph.
I thought Leo and Splinter.
They released Leo, Mikey, and Donnie and Raph normal figures, but there's been no deaths. Only Raph.
Is that a Walmart? I have that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was one that came out like through NECA, but it never popped up in the store for some reason.
Mine must be on pre-order, dude. I have to go back and look.
I don't know, but bro, fucking AliExpress, these boxes are mint.
I mean, they're almost nicer than what I've picked up at Target and Walmart before.
I couldn't believe it. And each one got shipped in a box like this.
That's why it came in so nice.
Together in a bag.
Gus, Bravestar. So the is that the old Wild West type thing? Kind of like Silverhawks Wild West, right?
No, kind of like He-Man Wild West. Bravestar?
Is it?
I believe at least the figures are like He-Man style. Yeah, useless knowledge, full of it. Oh man, it's like I don't want to test this one and see if it gets deleted. It was a pretty good episode. Oh man, so what the hell are you reading now?
Rebel Girl.
Oh, I got this thing.
What the hell is it? A Reese's what?
It's like a Reese's peanut butter cup with a bite taken out of it.
That seems like it was worth the money.
I mean, it was $5 from Five Below. It's exclusive to them. Exclusive. See that right there? Exclusive.
So here's my quirk right now. I'm probably overzealous, impatient, what have you. So whenever we have these cons, right? These Comic Cons, San Diego, New York, whatever it is. I don't know about Toy Fair, but all the other cons. So NECA always puts out this toy, and you pre-order it or whatever, and within like 2 months, it's at your front door. Usually is when they start shipping.
Or maybe 3 of them.
Right, by accident. So I'm looking at these. I'm excited about the mask, right? Mask toys. That's my deal. I'm excited about that. Loyal subjects. I want them. I don't give a shit what they cost. When they show up, I'm ordering them. I'm getting them. That's it. And honestly, I'm probably going to get 2 of each because I've got to open these things just for nostalgia. I do want to touch them and play with them. And so, and I haven't seen shit yet of where to order them. I would have thought Loyal Subjects would have shown up on Big Bad or something, but I don't see them anywhere.
So that's why you're asking earlier, when do these things come out that are shown at the shows?
Correct. Yeah.
So generally speaking, anything that you see at Toy Fair is May to essentially September-ish.
So maybe these were prototypes and they're not really ready yet.
Right. So the real reason for Toy Fair is for them to show it off, and then the people who work for all the big companies, Walmarts and all the retailers, to come in, see, oh, these are great, and then put their orders in.
Make their bids,
them,
yeah.
Right. So it depends on how they're going about it. Like, are they going to go the collector route and offer pre-orders at Big Bad, which I would assume they will. But if you look at the other lines they're doing now, they don't do Turtles anymore, right? So that be it BTS, Best, whatever, seems like it's dead. Because they didn't show anything for that line at all between Turtles or any of their other franchises.
Right.
Seems like that's gone. But they're going down the road of Rainbow Bright and Strawberry Shortcake, Gem. Like, they're bringing back these.
It's 80s nostalgia is what it is. It's pop culture.
Right. But they're being done in a way that's child friendly, not just collector friendly.
Right.
So it
and
seems
price
like
point too.
Right. And it's almost like they're trying to go into a different realm than the collector space. They're trying to get a nice blend between the two. Because that's why I'm glad for My Pet Monster, because that thing looks great.
Oh, I'm gonna buy two. One to show, one to go. Or three. One to show, one to go, one for whatever.
Depends on how. I have a feeling it's gonna be hard as shit to get a hold of, but hopefully
I agree. I think because the original is worth so much money if you can get him complete. So to have a reproduction, just to have him and say you have him, I think it's gonna be a big deal.
Even get them without like the handcuffs and not complete, they're still expensive.
I agree. I like a loose, just squisher, just to have one.
Does anybody in the chat have a My Pet Monster? I had one as a kid, but it got destroyed.
I never owned one. I never owned that. I never owned Mad Balls.
Did you see the new Mad Balls they did years ago? Probably about 6-7 years ago with like horror people.
No, I saw there was a reproduction, I guess, about 2 years ago.
They just did it. You can go to Walmart right now and get Mad Balls.
So I'm saying it's something pretty recent. The last I saw.
Just to show you, like.
Oh, I never saw that. It's Leatherface. Yeah.
Yeah, Leatherface. And you got Jason.
That's awesome. Where'd you get those?
I picked them up at Best Buy.
Those are great, man.
They did a Wave 2. Never got the Wave 2. Wave 2 had like Pinhead, Freddy. But Wave 1, it was these three. And then Facehugger.
Yeah. That's very funny.
And then a Xenomorph. But yeah, these came out like 6-7 years ago. Then they did a Wave 2. I never got that. But if you go in now, you can see Mad Balls at Walmart in the end cap. But they look horrible. Like the paintwork on them is not good. It looks like it's like that weird printing. It's strange.
Sam Gustavo. I never had him either, man. It's kind of weird.
But I never realized how many like knockoff Mad Balls there are. How many different companies did like their own versions of Mad Balls. Until I started watching Froggy Flips, and there's a crap load. Get off your phone, fucker.
No, I got Steve. Not what do you call it, Steve?
We have a few Steves.
I know, Steve, like Green Ranger Steve.
Oh, okay, Steve.
He was watching live. He sent me a message, so that was all.
Got you.
We got creepy crawlers. Yeah, creepy crawlers, man. So actually, in that same in that same realm in the 90s, the Mighty Max toys, right? The play sets. So Turtles ripped that off. Of course, it was not a Turtles thing. They ripped that off from Mighty Max, and they're redoing them. And I've seen some of them, and I gotta tell you, I'm not gonna buy them. But if my son wanted one, I would buy it. But it is cool as shit. They've got the little play set of the turtle, and then inside you get miniature turtles.
Let's talk about Mighty Max. Like, they showed Mighty Max. I know they're doing Polly Pocket.
No, they're just doing like they're getting back to like a lot of the 90s roots and rehashing that, which I think it's our time. I think it's our genre. So what I mean by that is if you guys remember, you know, the 60s came back around probably early 80s, right? People were dressing like that. And then the late 80s was like probably closer to 70s. We started going into the 90s and we're here to 2000s, 2025s. So everything comes around in a circle. So here we are dressing like it's 1990 again. My daughter's buying baggy pants. All the things are coming back around. And I feel like it's the same with toys. We're getting older, but we're in that position where we can buy now. So they're remaking all the 90s toys and shit that we had from our childhood. We're going to buy again, right? Because that was big for us. So we're going to rebuy those. And then the same thing with clothes. And that's why our kids are wearing what we wore in the 90s because now it's in style.
So creepy crawlers.
Yep. The gummy things. Yeah.
Yeah. So I remember as a kid, I wanted it was like the orange and green creepy crawler machine that you put the little mold in, whatever. I wanted that as a kid, and my dad never got it for me. But he went to his mother's house, and he actually found his original creepy crawler set from when he was a kid in the 60s.
That's pretty cool.
That thing was dope. It was just like a hot plate that the molds could fit into. And then you just put the shit on and you sit there and watch it. There was no safety. You could burn the shit out of yourself. But that thing, I love playing with those and making fucking creepy crawlers with that. It was amazing.
I saw something on Facebook the other day. It was talking about vintage toys that were remade. And so I looked at like there was a vintage toy in like the 40s or 50s. I didn't know this. And I love vintage toys. Like rare, obscure shit that never made it to a shelf or whatever. I love to find that shit out. There was a Shrinky Dink, original Shrinky Dink toy. Kids got killed on. There was a My First Atomic Bomb like kit. They used to give kids lead, like plutonium, like all like uranium, all these little like chemicals, and say, "Hey, put these together, it makes a small bomb." These were honest to God kids' toys, and I'm like, I would love to own any of this shit and put it in an acrylic case and not touch it.
My dad says all the time that if he did half the stuff he did as a kid, he'd be on lists somewhere now.
Dude, it's so rad. Like, I mean, it's fucked up, but it's super rad. Some of the shit that was out there and was accessible to kids at that age.
Oh, shit, man. Well, this has been fun, but I think I'm going to have to be heading out soon, brother.
What happened?
Tired. I've been up since 4. Working in the sun all day.
All right. Well, guys, we can log off. We can call it a night. Thank you so much for helping us out with the technical issues. I'll stay on if you want to, but if not, shoot me a message. Let me know now. We'll log off. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What do we got? Who was this? Problem with creepy callers was that kids ate them after they made them in the machine. Oh, I didn't know that.
Thinking they were candy, like gummy worms.
Slay, welcome aboard, man. First time on.
Hell yeah. Welcome. Sladius.
Okay, there you go. Sounds French. Not really. Sorry. I apologize. What?
But I can see that. Kids make them. They're like real gummy-like a gummy bear or gummy worms, and then eating them.
Look, man, when I was a kid,
you could make candy out of them. So that doesn't help.
I'm not proud to admit this, but this is what I did. My mom doesn't know. We used to have this lamp that hung in my brother and I's room, and it had these 2 light bulbs, look like Christmas tree light bulbs, for the jets of the car or whatever. And then the original light bulb for his head had a regular light bulb up the side, and it was a race car. And it used to get really, really hot. I would sneak pieces of bologna up to my room as a kid and cook them on his head.
Bologna. Why not?
Oh, it's just Steve. It's fine.
What? Oh,
it's just Steve.
Speaking of Steve. Oh shit. Well, cool, man. Are you just stay on with the crowd? You only got 2 viewers at the moment.
If they want to talk, if not, I'll be happy to log off.
I'm just curious to see if this gets deleted right away or not.
Guys, you got about 2 seconds to respond. If you want to stay on and talk to me, I'll stay on and talk. If not, we will call it a night. And thank you for being on, helping us figure out technical difficulties. But give me a spot. You got 10 seconds to respond and tell me if you want me to stay. If not, we out.
Don't get your feelings hurt, David, on the answer.
Oh.
I think you're leaving, man.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, fuck it. I guess I'm out. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I don't mind making fun of Megan if you 26. God damn it, Gus. Gus, I'll stay on if you want to BS, man. I don't care. We're just live doing nothing, man. I mean, Chris is going to log off. It's just going to be me. So, Gus, you have 10 seconds to respond. 10. Meow. Meow.
He has until his comment disappears. It's 10 seconds. Womp, womp, womp.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, everybody, have a great night. We appreciate you. We're trying to figure out some technical difficulties. Luckily, I don't think we figured anything out, honestly, but we tried. Well, what the hell is going on? But hopefully we fix it shortly, and hopefully all of them get posted as we do them live. But thank you guys for coming out, man. Drinks and toys. As always, no capes.
No capes.
All right, we out. Chris, I'm going to shut it off, right?
I mean, end it, but stay on the live with me.
I will. But have a good night, guys. Enjoy your night, please. Thank you.